Hi, Profe. This is chapter 15 to chapter 17. What happens basically is that on chapter 15, Harlow, Juliet just had her breakup with her girlfriend, Lainey, and so she's kind of sad. And she goes to eat with Maxine and Harlow, and Maxine and Harlow have little discussion because Harlow gets kind of a little bit racist, but it's not what she thinks. That's what Juliet thinks. And then right here it says we heard her stomping up the stairs to the attic, and that's because Harlow got kind of mad because of the discussion as she goes up. I like that one right there. Then and what else? So they both have that discussion, Maxine and Harlow. And then what happens is that mom calls Juliet and tells her that, Juliet tells her what happened with her breakup. And then mom is like, hey, it's okay. I have this, I know this guy that you will make a good match with, and you and Eduardo will make it such a good match. And she's just like basically suggesting Juliet to go out with Eduardo, but she's like, oh no, he's gross. No, ma'am, Eduardo's gross. And on chapter 16, what happens is that Juliet wants to focus more on her work so she could impress Harlow, because what's her why, because that's why she went over there. What else? So here, this is chapter 16, right? So on this chapter, she basically tries to call Kira, and she makes different scenarios in her head about how to call her. But before calling Kira, she receives a little message from Lainey. And Lainey tries calling her like 3 times, and then she just sends a message. It's all a mess. Please call me. Let's fix this. And but Juliet is just like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna continue my life. And then she calls Kira to try to make something hang out. And then she's like kind of nervous, but they at the end make a plan. As it says right here, I was wondering if you wanted to go out with me to Harlow Brisbane reading to Powell's tomorrow. And then that's what they do. So in chapter 17, they go to the Powell's reading. And on this chapter, basically, they go here, and it's a big presentation from Harlow that Harlow's giving. And basically, what they do is that they go together. Harlow, Maxine, Kira goes, and Juliet goes, and they sit together. And then on one part, Harlow, she she kind of calls her attention, Juliet, because she talks about someone that grow in the ghetto and all that stuff. It's all this right here. And then she makes her stand up, and everybody looks at her, and she gets so nervous that she leaves and runs away. And then she talks a little bit with Ava, and Ava tells her to go with her on Miami, and she accepts. And then but before she goes over there, she first goes and hangs out with with Kira, and Kira takes her to her house, and then they go to the bathroom. They it says right here that they shower together. Um, I'm not gonna give more details about that, but yeah, they do shower together. And after that, Kira gives her a ride back to Harlow's house, and Maxine tells her that Harlow was so mad that she left just like that, without saying a goodbye or something, that she went to meditate. And then after that, she takes the fly to Miami to visit Ava, and be with Ava a little bit. Ava is her cousin, su prima. And that's all that happens from chapter 15 to chapter 17.